Good morning and welcome to the Swanky BNI Buzz. This morning I had the results of a survey that we sent out last week. It was done by Melanie Booher, one of our director consultants. She asked some very penetrating questions, and I'd like to thank the 125 of you who responded. I took a few of these and wanted to make reference to them and tell you a little bit about what the response was and how we hope to be able to deal with them. So, first question asked was, why did you join BNI? There was a pick three on the answers. The first answer was networking to grow my connections and referrals was 86%, which we certainly expected. Number two was building my business was 81.6%, which we expected. And number three was making money. That was 38.4%. So we get that loud and clear. The second question was, given all that's happening with COVID-19, what do you anticipate your top business challenges, problems for Q3 and 4, 2020 to be? Response number one was grow my business. Again, no surprise, that was 69.9%. We had a tie for second. The first was compensation and covering costs, tied with marketing and sales, depending upon what your current situation is. And number three is how to work remotely with effectiveness. That was 38.4%. So there was a bit of a surprise for me on that one. Now, the third question was, we have all been impacted by COVID. How can BNI help you? Well, the first and most effective response was 36.9%, and that was keep on keeping on. And I think the referral there, what the reference there really means, regular communication and stay with the Zoom. That seems to be working pretty well for everybody. The second response was 34.2%. People are asking for help with business development and strong referrals. We certainly anticipated that as well. Question number four is, what is your chapter's best practices related to going digital using Zoom? 75.2% said Zoom using PowerPoint was effective for them at this date. The second was encouraging Zoom and encouraging phone and Zoom one-to-ones. That was 48.8%. So good response. I mean, let's face it, there are no plan Bs at the present time, so we got to make this Zoom thing work. Number six, my chapter seems satisfied with our transition to Zoom weekly meetings. Between agree and strongly agree, we're in at 75%. I really, really appreciate that, because in the beginning it was appearing that it would be a bit of a challenge. But now I think everybody's getting the hang of it, and I think it's going a lot better. Question seven, I feel engaged, valued, and appreciated within my chapter. This is really important to me. 95% of the respondents strongly agree, or slightly agree that they feel valued, engaged, and appreciated with my chapter. I was concerned about that because with respect to retention, the biggest concern for every BNI region is making sure that all the members are engaged and feel appreciated. I think we've got a pretty decent track record on that one, which I'm really glad to see. Question 8, would you recommend BNI to a friend in college? 88 to a friend or a colleague, 88.71 said yes, whether virtual or in person, it is helpful. And the last question response was number 9, how many years have you been a part of the BNI family? You may want to know that 53.6% of our members are 0 to 4 years, 22% are 5 to 9 years, 14% are 10 to 14 years, and 9.6% are 15 plus years. This kind of information, especially considering where we are with this COVID virus, is extremely important to us because we now have something to focus on in trying to stay connected, keeping you committed, I think probably the most important thing for us to focus on now is really staying connected as a community. It's important that you attend your weekly meetings. It's important that you share the things you are looking for and the things that you have to offer to your chapter members. More so than ever before, than I can ever recall, it is extremely important that we all stay connected. There's going to be some more surveys, probably within the next 4 to 6 weeks. We'll try to keep them brief, and we'll try to keep them not overwhelming with a survey every week. But at some point, we need to get your input on how we are going forward. As far as going forward is concerned, we have a list of things here that we want to focus on. Watch the social media. We're ramping up Facebook. We're going to start a LinkedIn page for the group and get everybody to connect with it. We have an offer here which we are going to put on Facebook or on the Swanky website, not sure which one, which is going to be an illustration on how to do a 90-second video so that you can do your own. You can then back it up and put it not only on Facebook, but you also can put it on your profile page. I can't think of a better presentation than somebody from out of the state or out of the country looking for you, and all of a sudden they find Swanky and they find your chapter and they find you, and up pops a video. So we're going to invest in the technology. You're going to see that coming up pretty shortly. That's something you look forward to. So stay tuned, more workshops, and I'll tell you right now, the workshops are going to be involved and focused on the things that you indicated in your survey. So you can rest assured that that will be starting first part of next week. And we'll be using Zoom by and large. For the most part, we can get up to 500 people on a Zoom. Don't expect anything like that. But for those items that are important to you and your business and the sustainability of your business, or the new look and the new direction of that business, whatever that might be, that's coming. So please stay connected. Thanks for your time and attention. See you next week.